This app is jailbroken. So, anyway, how's everyone doing? We're not going to be here long. What is this? What am I looking at? And why is it a regular thing for people to become more entitled? You know, the further we get in life, the more people that I see popping up that are just entitled people that do things like that, like you see right there. And like, what's the excuse for that? You know what I mean? Like the point that we're making is all this person had to do was park normally in one space. But instead, they decided to park literally taking up two. I mean, there's not a lot of people around, you know, it's not like it's super busy, but the point is, that's not how you park. And the entitlement that they're allowed to park like that, you know, essentially that's okay, that's totally fine, you know. It's the same entitlement I see where people feel that they can pressure you to drive faster on the road because you're not going the speed limit. Because you're going the speed limit and they want to go faster and you're not going as fast as they want to go. You know, it's the same entitlement. It's the same entitlement that takes people, you know, to the curb at the front of a business and park there to load their groceries instead of on space. You know, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the sheer entitlement of somebody to think that, you know, it's okay to just park over two spaces. And I watched her do it. She just pulled up, very slowly got out, got her little umbrella. Took like 5 minutes to, and she wasn't like crippled. She wasn't like crippled or like old. Nah. So like, there's no excuse. And this is what I see more and more of with people, is people doing things like this to just, you know, because they think that they should, that they can, that it's okay. So, you know, the point is, like, this person that wanted to use two spaces could have parked in the back to do that. This is like as close as they could get, basically, where they could do that. That's what they did. Yep. And again, that vehicle fits in a parking space. We're not talking about a vehicle too big for a space. No. A Jeep fits in a parking space. It's just a Jeep. That's all that is. So we're supposedly in the swipe feed, guys, and they would have you believe that there's no concurrent cycling in here. Yep. So they have the views and the concurrence locked at 0 for these mobile streams, because for these mobile streams, we're tracking it behind the scenes, because you know, the point is there's no YouTube Studio to put up on the screen to show you. So, but the point is, we're in the swipe feed. We are on the vertical swipe feed, and they're trying to say it's at 0. That's nothing. That has nothing to do with anything that I am doing. That is all YouTube. Yeah, that's literally just YouTube. Again, de-escalating China just because they want to. We're just deciding to do that, and affecting how many people see what we talk about. Because remember, again, I made a point that the NSA does these things that they shouldn't do to control free speech. You know, essentially, they're trying to control free speech, and that is a First Amendment right. So what they're doing is they're going around to certain platforms where people are exercising free speech and creating a sort of a problem, because then if you would try to say free speech or something like that, then it becomes an issue for private platforms. So what they're doing is they're just trying to make people feel like it's a free speech problem, and then pressure you into thinking that, you know, it's YouTube or it's this or that, but really it's just them manipulating a bunch of people, and that's all they're doing. And case in point, you know, that's why you still don't see the numbers moving. Yeah, they really don't want you to hear this. And so what we're going to start doing is we're going to start broadcasting and showing what the NSA is doing. That's what we're doing. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start broadcasting and showing what the NSA is doing. And keep in mind that conveniently we just had a spam call, even though there's, you know what I mean, even though there's nobody in here and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a jailbroken app. The app right now on my device is not correct. So the reason why I don't have any live viewers on this stream and moving forward on mobiles is because they are breaking my device so that it goes live for them. They can record every bit of what I say and every bit of the stream, but it's not actually going live on the platform for people to see. What they're doing is they're lumping me in with all the scammers and all of the people that they're manipulating and keeping an eye on behind the scenes. So that's why there's this entire swipe feed of scammers and people that like are gambling and doing all kinds of weird things, because that's who the NSA is manipulating behind the scenes. So essentially, they just include me in that little feed that's separate from the normal one, and it's loaded with people that are scammers, yada yada yada. And that's what's been happening to us. So essentially, that's why there's no viewers in here, because there's no actual viewers in that feed. It's just fake bots and stuff like that to convince the people that are in there that it's real, to lie to them, to continue to convince them it's real, so that they don't go elsewhere, so they can continue manipulating them and stuff like that. So again, we are in that swipe feed, not the normal one. So again, that's what the NSA, and again, this federal organization is going to be responsible for terrorizing citizens and stuff like that. Like, this is all being investigated and will be dismantled when, again, it's found out that they have terrorized U.S. citizens and been doing this for a very long time. Yeah. So again, we're not in the normal swipe feed. And again, this is literally all the NSA. This is all their fault. Again, we're literally just in the swipe feed that they have designed. It's fake. It's not real. Which is why, again, when I show it to you, you guys can't find those streams a lot of times. And there's no viewers cycling in and out because, again, there are no real viewers and they're broken-ass, jailbroken swipe feed. And again, my app on my device is totally different. It looks totally different, and it does this, like, every time I use it now. Yeah, it's not the correct app. They have essentially modded the YouTube app to do what they want it to do at any given time. They will control the amount of people that come in here. They won't show it to a wider audience. And they are not allowing me to use filters. Yet because they know that the filters were made by somebody and it's a promotional tool that person owns, that they want to promote, so therefore they take the filters out so that this person doesn't get angry. They're jailbreaking my YouTube app so that essentially it's like a skeleton. I can't use any features in it. Again, there's no filters in my app any longer. Absolutely zero. None whatsoever. And the app doesn't fill the screen. My video isn't up to the top of the screen. It's literally just cut off and rounded at the top. It's not the correct aspect. And this is, again, intentional to mess up the stream. Yeah, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys a screenshot of this jailbroken app later on. I just took a screenshot of what it looks like live because it's not correct. Yeah, again, it's completely it's literally cut off, rounded at the top. The aspect's wrong. I have no filters. And again, it's the same thing. Oh, guys, remember last night? Remember how I was reminding you that Microsoft, the NSA took over Microsoft and they've been using Microsoft to spy on everybody? Remember how I told you that? Well, conveniently after I said this, and remember how I said my Windows 10 hasn't updated in like 6 months, and it still isn't updated, and it's literally like the wrong version, and this is how they're spying on me, and this is how they're fucking with my games, yada yada yada. After saying all that last night, conveniently I got a random Windows update warning. Conveniently right after the stream. Yep. Windows alerted me of an update. Yep. That was necessary conveniently after I said all that on stream. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, isn't that funny how that works? Yep. Isn't that funny? And I think it's actually pretty funny how I have to go to great lengths to even get my Windows to function because they're breaking it every single time that I'm using it. So again, just a friendly reminder, the NSA took over Microsoft and they are spying on every single one of you. It's not a conspiracy, it's actually happening. You really think that they paid attention to the Blizzard Activision takeover when they bought them? No. That's what they wanted. They wanted to own more of the gaming market. Yep. So, again, this is how people are never going to notice these things and figure these things out because they can't even fucking park. Like, look at this. This is the average fucking person. They can't even park. And not only that, but like, I'll go through this lot Like, this lady did this shit on purpose because she's entitled. I walked up to the store, and there was 2 to 3 other cars that were incorrectly parked over the lines because the people were too fucking stupid to park correctly. So, like, this is the point when the average person can't even handle parking a car between lines. They're never gonna figure this shit out. Like, people are literally so stupid. People are so stupid. So, yeah, this is completely jailbroken, and for the first time, 16 minutes into the stream, we see a third concurrent view. Yep, there's been literally just 2 concurrents sitting in here, as always, preventing the stream from going anywhere. As always. Again, if we were in the actual swipe feed, there would have been 10, 12, 8, would have been on jumping around all over the place like concurrents, but we're not. They're lying. As they always do. And I don't like liars. This is the point. I am being lied to a lot lately, and we're getting to the bottom of it. It's literally that simple. I'm not going to be lied to any longer, and we're going to put a stop to all of this, because a lot of you are being lied to as well. And again, remember, I'm going away from PC. I will probably stop PC gaming. I will probably stop streaming PC gaming. I will probably get a PlayStation 5 at a certain point. Because, again, Microsoft has fucked you for the last time. And I've been complaining about their shit and giving them ample time to fix it. It is very clear that the NSA owns Microsoft, controls everything they do, is spying on you, and remember, is trying to manipulate citizens to assassinate Donald Trump. Remember that. Remember that. Because they deem him a national security threat. Yep. Over 700 people were arrested for storming the Capitol because they were actually convinced the election was rigged, because they're fucking stupid. Yes, the NSA considers Trump a national security threat. Yes. And again, it's because you're fucking stupid. So learn how to park and stop being idiots. Pay attention to shit. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of explaining things to people. And people, it just goes in one ear and out the other. It's like, when somebody explains something to me, I accept it, or I don't. And if I don't, it's because I looked something up that it told me flat out, you're wrong. So, it's not my problem when literally every single person alive denies fact anymore. You're denying, like, easy shit to prove, like the moon landing and stuff like that. You're denying fact anymore. So, yeah. I'm done with the stupid. I'm done with people being dumb as shit. Literally just dumb. Because, again, it's not an insult. And especially if you feel insulted by it. That's even dumber. Because you should just want to literally find out the information. I don't even understand. Ridiculous. So anyway, jailbroken app, 1 to 2 concurrents the entire time is very obvious to see what's happening. Somebody's in here spying, keeping tabs. Jailbroken app, again, the aspect isn't even correct. I'll show you guys a screenshot later. Zero filters. It's literally just a touch-up button. Yep, there's a touch. Like, I can do this. There we go. The retouch is now on. That's it. That's my filter. Now it's off. Literal garbage. Literal garbage. And again, YouTube is fucking trash. Goodbye.